Hello everyone, good morning. So today is our first day of the challenge. The recording for today will be a little bit longer than usual because I'm going to explain this creative prompt file and how to use it. And then after that, we will proceed to the actual demo of how to create your brand board. For beginners, the challenge is how will I create the portfolio if I haven't had a client before? So, a portfolio is typically what employers look for when you apply. So, it becomes a cycle of I have nothing to present, therefore, I cannot get a client. I really do not believe the fake it till you make it saying because I believe that in order to be something, say for example, you want to be a graphic designer or a creative professional, you should practice. Put in the time and effort, and someday your work will speak for itself. Now, in order for us to practice, we made this creative profile. So, what are creative profiles? Think of it as a creative brief for passion projects. Creative briefs are foundational documents used by creative professionals to capture the essential information needed for a project. They serve as a guide for the design, marketing, or advertising work to be done, ensuring that everyone involved understands the project's goals, audience, and key messages. So, how do a set of mock businesses that you can choose from? And then after that, you'll choose the design direction that you want to do. And then after that, you can start on working on your design. So, let's go through this file together. So, we have here for step one, choose your business. And then I have here an imaginary business that you can use for a project. So I have here the description, the business vision, products offered, unique selling point, and target market. So these are very important things that you should know before creating a design for a business. I have here another one, another option that you can use, a service-based business. All of the description and the services offered are also here. So you're free to choose between the two. After that, you need to choose the design direction that you're going to do for the business. Again, these are all suggestions, but you are free to explore what you want. So this file is really for those of you who are just really starting out and yeah, doesn't have specific line and or business in mind. So for the design direction, I curated two design options or two design directions that you can choose from. So the first one is the minimalist, modern, and clean style. And then I also included typeface pairings. These are some of the suggestions that you can use to achieve the design direction of minimalist and modern. And then I also curated color pairings that you can use. And then some of the elements within the Canva library that you can use. For the second design style, it's trendy or a little bit colorful and playful. So I also have here curated fonts that you can use and some colors that you can choose from. And again, some of the elements that you can use to achieve that kind of look. And then on this page, we have additional photo assets that you can use there. So after choosing the business and the design direction that you want to go, you're now ready to create your brand board. So, why do we start with designing the brand board? So, a brand board is crucial for several reasons, particularly for maintaining consistency and clarity in branding efforts. It serves as a reference tool that outlines the visual elements of a brand, such as logos, palettes, typography, and imagery, ensuring all marketing materials are consistent in style and appearance, which is vital for building brand recognition. For businesses and designers, a brand board provides quick reference for the brand's visual guidelines, speeding up the design process and ensuring all created content aligns with the brand's identity, thus avoiding confusion to the audience. So I also have in the file template links that you can use as well. So I'm going to do the demo of how you're going to create your brand board. So just click on that link and then use template for new design. So let's create this brand board together. So I'm going to choose the minimal style for the digital creations business. So you can simply copy this. So this is the business name, right? So we're going to create like a logo. Then on Canva, to add text, just click on your left sidebar and then add a text box. So we're just going to copy that there first. And then let's get some of the suggested pairings here. So let's use this one. So the Seasons plus Gabriel Sands. Okay, so to duplicate, you can press Command D on your keyboard. And then let's just choose the typeface. Then increase the font size. Then let's use the other font here. Maybe we can add here digital creations. Then just have Bloom. Okay, increase the font size. Or you can click here and move left and right to increase. Then let's select the two text boxes and then position and then center. So I'm just going through how to create a brand board, and then by doing it in this demo, you'll be able to get the grasp of how you move around the dashboard of Canva. Okay, let's just adjust the letter spacing so that it would look more of a logo. And then maybe let's add a icon. So let's just choose from here. So to use the assets here, just copy the keyword and then on your elements tab, so this is where you'll find all of the elements within the Canva library. Just type it in the search elements box. So just paste it in there. Let's use this element and then resize. Okay, and then let's just change the color. Okay, so there we have our logo. Okay, so for logos, I suggest that you stick with two fonts, three maximum to keep it really simple. It's better for when you're going to use it for other brand collaterals. You have to make sure that it looks good even on print. So that's the reason why I really like logos that are simple and very easy to see right away, and that would also avoid confusion. So now that we have a logo, let's use the colors suggested here. So just copy the hex code, and then down here we have the color boxes. So let's update the colors first. Maybe we can try this color pairing. Okay, so I'm just copying the hex codes of the colors. So click on the box, and then you update the color by clicking on this box, and then add a new color, and then paste your hex colors here. So let's do that for the rest of the boxes. And then last, there, or maybe let's use something a little bit darker. There. So let's just remove all of this. So those are some logo variations. So for logos, you want to be able to use them in different marketing collaterals that you might have for your brand. So what you want to do is make sure that you have those available. So let's just create something here like a monogram. So the reason why we started with the brand board is because, for example, you want to work with a client. So most of the time, small businesses doesn't have this file yet, but this is really something that is important for every business to have. So let's just assume that the client that you're working with doesn't have this file yet. So I want you guys to be able to do it um, even from scratch, just by having the available details of your client. So yeah, so let's start with building this. So if you already have your logos ready, so feel free to use those. But for those of you who are just really starting this project from scratch, so I want to show you how you'll be able to do it. So maybe let's just add a tagline here. Okay. And then do something like that. And then let's just use this icon to complete the set, the branding for this mock business that we're doing. Okay, so let's just update the colors. So to do that, just click on text color. And then, so this is the one. Okay. So yeah, let's apply that for the rest of the text, or you can click change all, and then it would change it for all of the text in your file. So for the elements, let's select that too. Okay. So let's just choose in the Canva library some photo assets that we can use. So at the end of the creative prompt file, we have here photo assets, right? So we can choose among those. So let's just try using this set. Again, just put in your elements search box. And then to add photos to those boxes, just simply drag. Then to change the position of the photo in your frame, just double click and then move it around, or you can also increase it to zoom in and zoom out. Let's try to use this one. Let's try to use this other set too. Oops. Okay, then just drag. If you have photos of your own, you can just drag to the canvas or go to uploads and click upload files. So in Canva, they have sets of, like, they call it collection. So if you want to see more of that, if you see a photo that you like in one of the templates, you can click and then click on info. And then you will see there, if it belongs to a collection, there will be a view collection tab. So when you click on that, you will see the rest of the photos. So this is really nice if you're trying to build a brand and they don't have a photo collection for their business yet. You can use the photos that are available in Canva. Okay, yeah, so that looks good. Let's just update the text here. So let's use the seasons. So to you can also copy the style of a text. So to do that, you just right click, copy style, and then click on the text box that you want to update. And then there, then just update this. Okay, we can have the body text the same with what we have in the template. So there. So if you have text like this, you can group them. So let's group them. And then if you want to make sure that the spacing in between them, so let's zoom in, you can select all of them and then click tidy up. So that makes sure that the spacing in between them are the same. So let's just align to the left there. So let's update the fonts here. And then, so I'm just copying the style. So right click. So let's make that text smaller. And then this one. Okay, so there, I think this one looks good. So we already have our mock brand board for our imaginary business. So to download this, you just go to share. So on the right side, there's a button share, or you can click on file and then download. It would go to the same pop-up box. So you can choose to download this as a PNG file, or I suggest that you do that. You download it as a PDF standard file and then download. So now that we have that, you have your brand board, and this file will be the basis or your guide throughout the entire challenge. So you need to follow this brand board whenever you're creating the other brand collaterals that we're going to do for this, for the business that you chose. So we're going to create, if you remember, we're going to create the social media post and some other marketing collaterals. So we're going to follow this brand board. Now that yeah, so there are other brand board, of course there are other tons of brand board templates in the Canva library. So if you want to search the other designs, I also have here some of our works. So let's copy that link. And then there are other brand board files here that you can use if you want to work on a different design direction for your mock business. Yeah, so you can also search the Canva library if you want. So to do that, you just go to the Canva homepage, and then this is the search box for all of Canva's templates. So just click that and then just type brand board, and then you will see all of the brand boards available. Or if you want to be more specific, you can do a brand board for photography business, for example. So there, and then just feel free to use any brand board that resonates with you when making the designs for this challenge. So yeah, so tomorrow I'm going to teach you how to create simple logo asset files for your business, because we're going to set up the brand kit and develop the social media post for this block business. So there, that ends today. Thank you so much. If you have questions or anything, if anything feels a little bit confusing, just message or comment in our Facebook group, and we'll do our best to answer your questions. Thanks again, guys. See you tomorrow.